I'm back. I'm here in the square in Barroso. There's a lot of people talking around. There's a lot of cars going around. It's the 23rd of December 2014. This is the third day of me being vegetarian. I forgot to bring my resolutions with me, but I want for these videos to be such that I am restating my resolutions and that I talk about how I stick to them or how I didn't stick to them, as well as just talking about what's going on. So the number one resolution, I'll restate it, is that every action that I take is for the advancement of civilization effort. Part of that means that eventually becoming 100% raw vegan. For now, because I am staying in a house with people that are supplying all of my food, I don't have much of a choice as to what I'm eating. I have been eating very high raw, but the best that I can really do so that I'm getting enough of calories is that I'm vegetarian, and I've been eating cheese and bread. It's day 3 of being really vegetarian, and I made the resolution as well to be vegetarian for the rest of my life, never again eating meat. So yeah, every day I'm going to go through these resolutions and restate them in these videos. And I stuck to that resolution for the last 3 days. I decided that as of the 1st of January to do a 3-month challenge of eating only plant-based foods. 3 months of being vegan. As well, I've decided that it's really time for me to work on myself, to be completely aligned with my convictions, to not be a hypocrite, to be walking my talk, so that I can really engage with what my profession is, what I've decided my profession is, to be a teacher of spirituality, a teacher of yoga, a teacher of tantra, a priestess, a guru, and so in that there is also a resolve that I have made that now I'm working on myself, and I'm not going to be having any more erotic sexual relationships for the time being. I've realized that it's very important for me to stay balanced, to have a sexual partner that, if I'm going to have a sexual partner at all, that he have the same lifestyle that I do, and the same discipline. Hi, estou fazendo vídeo agora, então vocês podem voltar mais tarde, tá? And so it's very important. It's very important that I limit myself right now to becoming aligned with my principles in all of my actions, so that I can be completely consistent in thought, speech, and action. And of course, what that will do is that will attract the same people to me. But as well, I need to see demonstrated performance in a love erotic partner for a minimum of time. I don't even know what that time is right now. Maybe that's where I'm lacking clarity, and so I need to have that clarity first. I need to work on myself so that I can have the clarity of being able to identify a partner that is devoted, that has devotion to the same principles that I do, to unconditional love, to absolute truth, to awareness, pure consciousness, to non-violence, to all of the yama and niyama, basically. As well, it's very important that I find the one place for the ACE, Advancement of Civilization effort, the ACE community, to be built, to be constructed. I know that this needs to happen in a relatively warm space. This needs to happen where a garden is necessary, where a garden is possible, where fruits can grow. I'm going to Florianopolis in Brazil in about a week, in less than a week, and I've been there many times, and that place has called me many times, but I'm just not sure about it because it gets a little bit colder in the winter season, and so I don't know how practical it really is to build a farm there, because part of this Center of Advancement of Civilization effort is to have a farm of fruits that the living in inhabitants can thrive on which they can thrive and on which they can live without needing external substance. So I'm going to Florianopolis. It's a warm climate. It has a beach. So these are basically the criteria is a tropical or subtropical climate with white sandy beaches on the ocean. This is my main criteria. So that's one thing that's missing from my life at the moment, and the other thing that's missing, that I do feel that is missing, is the partner. But I realize that I cannot have the partner until I have that communion within myself completely, and that I am really walking my talk and being the pure embodiment of my principles. So here I am. I'm a vegetarian for the rest of my life, and I'm leaving here. Today's the 23rd. I'm leaving here in 7 days on the 29th. I'm going to Florianopolis. I'll be 1 week in a friend's house, 1 week or less, and I'll be looking for an apartment or a room or some kind of living situation. As well, I'll be looking for a job that I can, that for a couple of days a week, that will pay at least my rent. And on the side, like, I probably don't want to work more than 2 or 3 days a week for my rent, because the other activity will be to teach the yoga, to teach the spirituality, etc. So I'm going there, and I'm gonna see what happens. So I'll be there for about a week in the friend's house, and what I'm feeling inspired to do is this 3-month challenge of vegan, and to move towards this raw vegan diet, because I know that that is the diet on which I will be able to thrive, my divinity will be able to thrive, I will be able to become the magnet that will build the community, the ACE community, as well as that will give me the ability to construct again just the power, the spiritual power. I spoke about in my last video the paranormal, esoteric siddhis, paranormal powers that came to me during my deep practices. And although these are not necessarily the goal, but they are something that comes as a side effect of living in harmony with the environment, of living in purity, and living in non-violence, and living just in harmony, eating what nature gives us, living in a way that nature gives us, not exploiting the other people around, not exploiting the environment, living with devotion, living with detachment, living with acceptance. And these siddhis come naturally, and what is good about these siddhis is that they come to work for you at exactly the moment that you need them. Estou fazendo um vídeo agora. Eu venho dos Estados Unidos, mas estou fazendo um vídeo agora. Estou com compromisso agora. Obrigada. Estou com compromisso agora.
Jury.
Ela tá fazendo vídeo.
Estou fazendo um vídeo.
Ela tá trabalhando.
Jury.
Jolie. Obrigada, Jolie.
Enido. Enido.
Enido. Feliz Natal. Feliz Natal.
Ho, ho.
Ho, ho, ho.
Você tá chutando. Estados Unidos, Colômbia.
Colômbia. Vocês vêm da Colômbia. Vocês vêm da Colômbia.
Não.
Você fala português, então?
Ele vem do Brasil mesmo.
Não, do Brasil, né?
Parabéns, você fala mais português que eu.
Tá bom. Obrigada, hein? Boa sorte e vai com Deus.
Feliz Natal.
Feliz Natal.
Novembro. Novembro.
Novembro.
Natal. Vembre. Novembro.
Novembro? Ah, é? Muito bom, muito bom. Ok. Ok, tchauzinho.
Jury. Gracias.
Gracias. Obrigada. Obrigada. And yeah, so yeah, I'm just exactly. It's all happening. It's all happening exactly the way it's supposed to be happening. Everything is in perfect connection, and that's what happens with the siddhis, is that they come naturally. Everything just comes to you exactly when it's supposed to. And these magical, powerful things happen to support the divine. God, quote unquote, God, the spiritual energy, steps in when you have a pure devotion and when you are really being detached. And when you're living purely with the environment, God steps in to help you do God's work. So that's what I'm doing. Tomorrow is Christmas Eve day, so I will be at a big party. I'll be at a big party with about 40 people, and there's going to be a lot of meat there. There's going to be a lot of people trying to tempt me to eat food, but I'm going to be strong as well. I'm having my teas. I'm doing my herbal teas again, and I'm cutting down on the caffeine. I'm cutting down on the coffee, and just really focusing on giving hydration to my body, really focusing on giving citrus and water and sugars, natural sugars to my body, and I'm just gonna keep my resolve. So okay, that's my video for today. Anything else? Well, what I was saying about having my partner is that, yeah, so in order to have this, well, right now I'm just working on myself, because if I become perfectly aligned, I will attract those things which are perfectly aligned, and that's it. So it's time for me to work on being perfectly aligned. And I can't accept a partner in my life until I know that I am feeling perfectly aligned. When I'm perfectly aligned, then I know I will attract the man that is perfectly aligned with me. And so there we go. Tomorrow, restating all of my resolves. And that's it. Merry Christmas to everyone. Happy holidays. Happy Hanukkah. Happy New Year.